Hello everybody and welcome to episode 13 of the Chesterfield of Dreams. Today is our FA Cup 5th round game away to Preston North End. Bit of deja vu as I've live-commed an away game to Preston before, and unfortunately that resulted in that L for loss. But our last two meetings when we played them at home have been much more successful, and we can hope for our third consecutive win in a row to book a shock place in the FA Cup. I think it is the quarterfinals coming up. So we'll just take a look at that result there. Manchester City defeating Chelsea by 3-1, but we also have the likes of Arsenal, Manchester United, Leeds, Liverpool and Reading all playing. So ourselves and Preston are the lowest ranked teams still in the tournament. There you are, better look in detail. So ourselves and Preston are the lowest positioned team still in the tournament, whereas the likes of Burnley, Leeds and Reading are much better off in the championship than we are. But we should definitely have a very good time. Unfortunately the league is not so enjoyable. We've lost 4 out of our last 5 in the championship. We can start with I think, the Charlton game I said was must not lose. It was a loss, and we were resoundingly beaten, which is fair enough. But against Leeds, we were rather unlucky. We tried our best to resist, but eventually the superiority of their players shone through. But we gave them a real push, and we just couldn't manage to, do anything about it. So Leeds are still in the playoffs, but ourselves, we're now starting to slip away, and it is ironically Preston who hold that 21st position that we crave, but we're 8 points behind, so work needs to be done straight away. Last 5 games says it all really, just the 3 points, but we need to score more goals than just the 4. We scored 3 against Bournemouth and then 1 against Charlton, and you can compare it there. 3 conceded to Charlton, and so on and so forth, and 2 against Stoke, so that was a very handy graphic. But that's kind of our story. We'll head directly into the match now. I've already picked my team. It's pretty much a medium strength team. It's not quite perfect, but both teams have done a great job to get this far in the tournament. And Wilfred Boney, he's no longer in the last 16, but he is the top scorer, tied with the man who failed to score against us, Alfie Pavey. So that is good news. We'll hope to make even better news, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure of that, yeah. Okay, so there's my squad. It's Lee, McGinn, Evatt, Ragland, Jones in defence and goalkeeper. Morsey, ball wing midfielder. Jimmy Ryan will play make in the midfield. Aribli, Banks and Klukas, the wing and central 3, and Jody Hula, lone striker. Sylvan, Evanks, Blake and Trotta will provide the attacking power for them. Hopefully no such luck for Ebanks Blake tonight, but Deepdale expects, I think they want to make a cup run just like us, but they do have the insurance of not being in the relegation zone, whereas for us it's kind of a distraction, and we could do a better job of our league form, but we'll just have to use this cup run to the best of our abilities. So let's have a bit of fun. It's the pressure all on them, so let's give it a go, see what happens, and if we go out, we go out, but we'll have to bounce back immediately in the league. There's no rest for the weary, but here we go. It is a packed house here in Preston North End, and we have to make sure we don't concede in the first few minutes, and McGinn helps to clean up the mess. Jimmy Ryan 1-2 with Banks, and Klukas is through. Oh, I think he should have scored there. That is very bad, but what a wonderful occasion it is to be in the FA Cup 5th round in only my second season. We've had a very good run of it so far, but if I did put in a lot of effort against teams that are much better than us, such as a Premier League team, I would have decided, you may as well get knocked out of the FA Cup. But we got very reasonable draws compared to a lot of teams, and it would have been foolish to get ourselves unenthusiastic about the FA Cup. It would have made no sense. So we're in the 5th round, whether you like it or not, and we'll try our best to progress. And Arible, yet again, his shooting boots have had their shoelaces untied, as he rarely seems to remember sometimes. But big chances. Chesterfield are looking the better team by a long shot. We can't get our shots on target, so we'll have to go low crosses. We're not connecting with our headers either. But definitely Chesterfield with moments to rue. Some goals to talk about there. You can do that yourselves. And here's Awula again, wide of the target. This is poor from Chesterfield, despite the undisputed attacks on goal. And Charlie Raglan can't score either. And McElhenney is injured for Preston. It's been a dreadful first half for Preston, but we don't want a replay. We don't want a replay, and down goes Sylvan Ebanks-Blake. 2 injuries in a row for Preston. And this is a disaster for their point of view. I didn't mean any maliciousness. You saw we have normal tackling strength, but this is an absolute farce. And Trotta, now having to have a new strike partner, has the best chance of the game squandered. But, well, I don't know what Preston are going to do now. Can they afford to get a replay or progress if their 2 best players are injured? And here's Arible back to Morsey. And Arible, Morsey. And again from Ryan Banks. And Klukas might strike off the post, and the keeper for a corner. Jones, Raglan, and into the hands of Jones, the goalkeeper. Well, what a first half here at Deep Down. We have one last set piece. Oh, it's Banks trying to get a shot away, a snapshot, charge down, and we're going to have to accept Jimmy Ryan's free kick. And Jones saves again. It's been totally one-way traffic. Poor corner, and despite the horrific look for the home side, it will be 0-0, and we'll have to mark up the opposition players. You can see they're normal. I did not mean any malice, but I do feel terrible for Preston for having 2 very competent players injured in the attack. McElhenney, who you may recognise, he's got fantastic stats for this level, and unfortunately that's a big setback for Preston, but we'll have to do our best. Wes Brown in the defence probably helping to keep the ship steady, but I'm not particularly happy that he failed to score. But I just think we need to tell them we can get a goal, we are the favourites. But the game resets to a 45-minute showdown, and Chesterfield really should have taken the lead at some stage, but you can't really complain. They're doing their very best, and we're going to pass into space, but we won't tell them to retain possession or anything like that. So let's begin. It's a second half that will hopefully produce a goal, but which way will it go? We're both in blue kits of some sort, the shorts of Preston. Oh, and Klukas misses as well. Klukas really should have kept that one down, and Jimmy Ryan, again, similar advice to the Irishman, he should have kept that down. Klukas to Banks, Jimmy Ryan, Klukas, Huula, tackled nicely, but Banks kind of cowered out of the tackle. He finds a through ball, and that's a stupendous tackle. Now McGinn will reset the play. Banks, Huula, Klukas, and Jordi Huula's missed it. It looked to have gone in the back of the net, but it was clearly off the other billboard, I think, and out. So desperate situation. I'm going to employ Maurice Deville, who obviously celebrated one of the best moments of our lives at Chesterfield thus far by winning the league. He now has the chance to repeat that glory and become the lone striker for the remaining half an hour. And we're going to get rid of Jimmy Ryan as well. We'll conserve his power for Gary Deegan, and we'll swap Morsey around to be the deep line playmaker. But maybe, just maybe, we'll centralise the play and take off Arible or Klukas. We're not getting too many successes down the flanks, so we may have to go down in the middle and bring Banks backwards or something, but he's had a great game, so I wouldn't want to take him off. And we'll have to be keeping an eye on Preston and their substitutions they've made there in the last one. It's Kilkenny on for Brownhill, Laird to Doherty, Little to Trotta, and could this be a chance for the North End? It is, as Tommy Lee is able to swipe it away for a corner, and Humphrey puts it wide. But look at that, 18 shots and 3 on target. That's a 1 in 6 per ratio. But now it looks like Preston are getting their arses in gear, and Laird backwards to Doherty, finds Laird again. Good cross, cleared. Banks to Aribley, looks for Banks, and DeVille is unfortunate with the miss. What do we do here? I think it should be curtains for Clucas. He's the man we need to keep on the straight and narrow due to Gary Roberts' rehabilitation. So Jay O'Shea and Aribley will now become accompanying attacking mids instead of a wing play. We're going to try and break them down through the middle of the park. But could this be? It is! It's a free kick off the bar. Chris Humphreys buried it. It's out of the run of play, but Preston don't care. They've had a better second half, and I think Chesterfield have let themselves down today. We'll try and overload, save the tie, and take more risks. That's a very, very bad bit of news. Pump the ball into the box. That's an absolute pity. We missed the free kick. It's smashed off the bar, and DeVille has put it over himself. DeVille, a bit trepidatious there, and Trotta's 1v1, and he's put it completely wide, but it looks like the game is done. Chesterfield are eliminated from the FA Cup, and we've really got to put that one down as a disaster. It should have been a first half to remember with all those clear-cut chances, and yet nothing. It's a shame, it really is, but I think Preston deserve credit for coming out in the second half. I think we kind of have to be lenient. We have to keep spirits reasonably okay, but that is going to be the defeat that might define our season. If we go down and have another run of losses, this could be the reason why. We should have won this game. But look at the very poor finishing from both sides. A shock not to be found, I don't think. Reading kept West Brom to a draw. QPR eliminate Leeds, and Liverpool are better than Brighton on the day, and that is a very, very deflating result. I think we should have won it, as I've said already. And you can see other news in the Championship. Blackpool have lost again, even though they've got a run of games. The MK Dons have been humbled by 5 different Fulham goal scorers, and Stoke and Norwich have a table-topping clash there, not going successfully with a draw. But that's pretty much the end of the episode. We'll return to league football in a bit of bad way, but we'll come back probably for mid-March like I did last season, and hopefully we can get a few wins in these fixtures, because if you look at these ones before, we'd beaten Preston, we'd beaten Wigan, and we drew with Sheffield United and Wolves, and we can beat MK Dons this time around, I believe. So there are points to be won, but it's not going to be easy. We were beaten on the day, and Sam Hurd, disaster for him. And I've got a bit of a compliment from the manager saying we wouldn't send out the team to hurt oppositions. But apart from that, it's a bit of a let down. We could have done better than that, but Sam Hurd, I was looking forward to bringing him back actually, but he's sustained a 3 to 4 month injury, and we may have to recall him. But apart from that, that's all I have to say, and we'll speak again in the next episode, which will be out in the next few days. So bye for now, everybody.